Period. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Easy the Fuck Breezy. Tune in. I'm Easy Breezy 2.0. Don't give me nothing to hold because I ain't holding it.
What is going on, YouTube? It's your girl Easy Breezy, and I'm back with another hair sponsor, one that is not new to my channel at all, by the way. Thank you so much, WowAfrican. They sent us this really pretty, like orangey, honey brown, blondish lace front unit. Modeling today, we have our girl Hollywood Her in the building. Make sure y'all follow her on Instagram with her new name, Bad Friend Frank. All right. Now, y'all already know when Hollywood is in my chair, we don't do nothing normal, okay? So instead of doing a regular bob with the wig today, we're gonna be doing something a little bit more unique, a little bit more fun, you know? The bob is like 14 inches, so I don't know if we're gonna cut it yet. I don't know if we're gonna curl it. We're doing braids, maybe ponytails, I don't know, buns. Let's see. So first and foremost, I started with cleansing the application area with our Sea Breeze to remove any oil, makeup, lotion, things like that. Then I applied my liquid lace glue in front of the hairline, and now I'm sticking on the stocking cap. Now, if y'all need your own skin tone stocking caps, head to galaxygirlhair.com. We have 3 different shades: the beige, the medium brown, and the dark brown. The one that I'm using right now is the medium brown. All right, so with this wig, all right, of course, the color is going to be exactly the same as you see in this video as when you get it in the mail. Now, one thing I will say is, you know, when wigs come, they normally come pre-customized, or shit, at least they should. But this company always has their wigs pre-customized nicely, where a lot of times you don't even have to do the extra plucking. So this wig actually came pre-bleached and pre-plucked. Now, of course, like I have to do my little magic touches to it, so I'm always going to add a little bit more plucking, probably bleach it twice or whatever. But really, like for real, if y'all don't want to take the time out and pluck your own wigs, order from WowAfrican, because they take the time out and they do all that stuff for you guys. All right, so while I do this install, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this shop talk, all right? Now, you guys already know whatever happens in the shop stays in the shop, okay? Period. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my old toxic dating habits, the things that I actually used to put up with, and the things I used to basically put myself through. Now, the reason why I say put myself through is because even when we want to point the finger, blame someone else for what they done did to us, oh, you played me, you lied to me, you stole from me, you did this to me, and so on and so forth, what we never really acknowledge is what we allowed. I feel like the first step to actually changing your life, changing your toxic karmic dating patterns, and, you know, actually moving better is taking accountability for literally everything that happens to you. So this was, okay, sorry. This was me in my past life. One thing that I used to do, right, is I used to be so attracted to hood guys, right? And I still am, but it's a little bit different now. It's like you have to be a refined hood guy. Like, you can't just be hood, still in the hood, and still act hood and do hood things. So basically, every guy that I used to date was, you know, just like that. Like, super freaking hood. So one guy that I was talking to, we were dating for approximately maybe like 12 months, right? Within that 12 months, he went to prison. And one thing that I did not know was he was actually in and out of jail often, even before we met. So instead of me talking to him, getting to know him, understanding his personal patterns, I kind of just went into the relationship like googly eyed with the rose colored glasses, seeing all green lights and no red, not asking no questions. And lo and behold, when he went back to prison, the girl that was supposed to quote unquote support him was me. Now, this is the very first time I've ever dated someone that went to jail, like as we were dating. So y'all can only imagine how distraught I was. I was so sad. I was crying. Like, I was not used to not talking to him every day, all day. So when my boyfriend at the time got arrested, y'all, I didn't know what to do. So basically, like, I was already doing hair at this time, right? I was probably doing like $80 sew-ins. So I was getting money. You know, I had more money than a lot of my peers. So I was able to take care of me. And now I was able to take care of my nigga in jail. Now, I didn't see nothing wrong with this, I think. But the reason why I felt like it might have been bad is because I never told my parents this. And one thing I always say is, if you are too embarrassed to tell your friends what you're doing or tell your parents what you're doing, most likely you doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. Now, I don't want y'all to look at me like, damn girl, you've been with this guy for a whole year and you have a problem with holding him down in prison. But it really wasn't like that. Like, first of all, when we first met, we were only in the same state for about 2 months. Then he moved across the country. So after that, our relationship was really long distance. But even with it being long distance, it was still toxic as hell. Like, we were arguing every other day. He was super freaking jealous, did not want me talking to none of my friends more than him. And it was just so toxic, y'all. Like, I used to scream and cry like every 3 days because we used to argue so much. All right, so fast forward again. Now when he was in prison, you know, we miss each other. We don't really have time to be up under each other all day or be talking to each other or even have the chance to argue. So, you know, we're getting along more. When you're only able to write someone, somehow your relationship gets a lot more peaceful. But see, the thing is, that peacefulness did not transfer after he got out of prison. Once he got out, y'all, it was right back to the arguing, right back to the jealousy, to the speculation, accusing me, and it got even worse. I honestly think that the only thing that was keeping me safe and sane was the fact that we lived in 2 different states. Without that, y'all, I don't know where I would be right now, like, honestly. And as much as I would love this story to be over, it's not. So a few months later, my boyfriend went right back to prison, okay, for another few months, right? So at that time, we were kind of peaceful again, but I was kind of tired because I started to think in my mind, does he not really care about his life? Like, you are violating your probation. You're doing all these things that you're clearly not supposed to be doing. And it's like finally started to click to me. If someone doesn't give a shit about their own life, what would make me think they care about mine? But, you know, the universe answered that question for me soon after. So a few weeks go by, right? And we're still like living in separate states, but he's just coming to Georgia every couple months to see me for like a week. Then he goes back. So one day I'm just at dance practice and I check my phone and I get all these pictures from this unknown number, right? And I'm looking and it's pictures of him and a female, like recent photos. And I'm looking at them and I'm just like, wow, like, is this an affair? Like, is this what getting cheated on feels like? But the crazy thing is, I wasn't sad. I was the furthest from heartbroken. I was actually relieved. Like, it was the most best relieving feeling ever. Like, even though before I had multiple opportunities to break up with this guy just off of the mental abuse in itself, you know, I didn't feel like I had a real quote unquote reason to until now. So I made a plan in my head to use these pictures to basically never get back with this guy. So even though I wasn't mad at all, I was actually really happy. I was pretending like I was mad just to get away from him. So yeah, that was basically the end of that relationship in that whole era. But my retarded self ended up getting myself in another situation like that about 4 years later with another hood booger. And the reason why he kept on violating his probation, y'all wouldn't even think of this. He could not stop doing cocaine. Yep, y'all heard right. He couldn't get off of cocaine, literally. Once again, if someone does not care about their own well-being, why the hell do I think that they care about me? I don't know. But also, he had a child that he did not raise. And every other day, I would hear him arguing on the phone with his baby moms about what he's not giving her. And I already gave you this. And it's just like, I can't believe I was letting all of this slide in my life. So anyways, because he kept failing his drug test over and over, he ended up having to do 6 months in prison. And y'all, there was me again, supporting another guy that did not care about me, let alone himself, sending him money all the time, writing him letters, and just making sure that he was good. And I just look back like, wow, girl, what the was you on? So ironically, you know, that situation ended up kind of relieving as well. After he got out of prison, we ended up linking up one time, and I just told myself, I don't like him. Like, I wasn't mad at myself for holding him down for that whole half a year or nothing. I was kind of just relieved because I'm like, ew, I don't even like you. And I don't have to be here. The fuck? So, I mean, long story short, our relationship really meant nothing from the beginning because shortly after we broke up, he ended up having sex with another girl. And that really solidified us not seeing each other ever again. All right, you guys, so tell me what you think about that crazy shop talk in the comments below. And this came out really cute. Okay, I did not expect us to even go in this direction, but I'm glad we did. So thank you once again, WowAfrican, for sponsoring this video with this beautiful pre-dyed wig. If you want this exact unit, I'm going to put all the information in the description below. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that and turn on your notifications. And stop holding these niggas down in jail. That don't mean you no good. See y'all later.